Institute of Technology as an assistant professor in Electronics and Communication Department. Ma'am has completed her PhD doctoral degree from BTU in 2020 with a specialization of biomedical signal processing. Her doctoral research work is based on EEG-based emotional detection using wavelengths. She has an MTech with a specialization in VLSI design and embedded systems, completed in the year 2010. Madam has a total of 19 international journal publications, 9 international conference papers with a total of 3 years of teaching experience and 6 years of research experience. She is also an editorial member and reviewer of reputed international journals and conferences. She has organized many seminars, FDPs and SDPs. She has also been invited to guest lectures, technical talks as a resource person in many reputed institutions. Her research interests are in the field of digital signal processing, image processing, robotics automation, and neural networks. In the early days, Madam has also worked in Indian Institute of Science and Research Association under the guidance of Dr. S. Ashokam, Professor, Chairman of Instrumentation Department. She is also very much interested in performing research in the area of image processing and signal processing. She is also the professional member of IEEE and IEEE Association, and also the faculty advisor to student branch IEEE Robotics and Applications Society. She has been nominated as a branch counselor elect in 2023 of IEEE Atria STD, also nominated as the IEEE RAS Execom member of System Council Society and the Execom member of RAS Bangalore section. She is also the Execom member of ITS Execom member Bangalore section. Thank you.
Thanks for your wonderful profile. Okay, I want to know your name.
Pragya.
Thank you, Pragya. Okay, so good afternoon, one and all. So I want to know which semester students you all are.
First.
First sem.
3, 5, 7.
Okay, third, fifth, and seventh semester. Okay. So I'm Dr. Mangala from Atria College. I think she has introduced me. So I just took this interesting topic on robotics mainly because robotics is a field. I think this domain is there in your subject academics. I think in mechatronics, it's widespread. It is there in depth, or you're just knowing or understanding. Like third, fifth, seventh means I think 7 semester students would have done projects in robotics also. Have you heard of humanoid robots and robotic cars? You have done. You have done any projects on humanoid robots or any projects on robotic applications? You have not gone into that. Only in academics you have done. That means any hands-on workshops you have attended or you were a part of that. You were a part of it. Okay, fine. So you should know what is robotics. But before I go into the first introduction of what is robot, I think we need to know why this robotics domain is important in engineering or in the field of different applications. If we understand. So why it is important? Now we say biomedical, or we say communication, or we say networking. Why all these fields are important? So I am not going in the electronic side or communication side, because robotics is a field which is involved in multidisciplinary. Multidisciplinary means it involves everything. All the branches are combined together. Robotics is a field which has all the domains clubbed. Because if I take a small example, like if I take a robotic car, so how do you construct a car? See, this is related to the slides, or we understand in theory type, or we understand the present technology, what is there in applications. Okay, what I have prepared and what I will be delivering to you. But as a interactive, or as to know what is happening in today's world, like what is this robotics, to know on depth. Okay, first we should know what is this robotics. So that will be understood only from the basic equipment which is involved in robots. That is a robotic car. Now if I say robotic car, what do you understand from it? Now if you see a normal car, you will see electronics also there, mechanical also there, mechatronics also will be there, electrical also will be there. But we don't find anything related to civil or something different. That is, it is not related to civil, but exactly we find these 3 important domains: electronics, electrical, mechanical, and software, that is computers. So all these together will form this car. Why means what are we doing in this domains? All these combined. What is there in that car? If I say all these domains are there in this car, how will you divide that? How will you say? Yes, I can tell that. Because if we have to need a driver circuit. Correct? Okay, to construct that. First what you do, you take a chassis of a car, you construct the wheels, you construct the DC motors to give the stabilization for the wheels. Then after you do the mechanical side of that, what you do, you rig up the circuit. Circuit is electronics. Okay, you need what you need for the electronic side, what you need, because the motor should work now. You are just constructing with no nuts and bolts, the DC motors or the wheels. But for the DC motors to work, you need the electronics. So first you should design a circuit which will make this chassis or which will make this car or the equipment to work. Correct? So which type of electronic circuit you will take? You design a PCB. In that this circuit you will have all the small components. You have resistors, capacitors, you have your basic components of all the electronics devices. You couple that and you rig up the circuit will be designed in such a way that it will have a compatibility with your PCB. That means that PCB should be nicely coupled to your mechanical devices, that is your DC motors. Correct? Then, which is the main software which you are using now, the software side, for that programming to happen for this electronic device to automate. So, which is that you are using in latest field in IoT and robotics?
Raspberry Pi, Arduino.
Arduino board. Have you heard of Arduino board? Yes. So you have your Arduino Uno is there. Okay, then your ESP is there. So these are the different Arduino boards. Okay, where you can module with the combination of software and hardware. So you are dumping the code of Arduino into that Arduino board and you are interfacing that with your electronic PCB so that these DC motors will be clubbed with that software. So you are constructing the car at a range where you are using the DC motors for mechanical, you are using the electronics devices clubbed together with the PCB board where you are connecting with the DC motors, interfacing that with the power supply, with your PCB to this. Then you are taking your Arduino will have the software which is dumped, which is programmed in such a way that the program will have the automation required for this robotic car to move. Finally, you use the Bluetooth or Wi-Fi and you go according to the steps. That means you will have a program flow where you will make that to automate in different directions. Correct? You can make it forward or backward, you will make it left side, right side, like how a car moves like that. So this is a car which is constructed in the robotic domain only, no? Basic. So you have different Arduino, you have different types of Arduinos. You have microcontrollers, you have microprocessors in electronics. For which without this you can't design any equipment only. In robotics, this is an important field. Because of microcontroller, microprocessor, you will have to construct this. Any type of robotics equipment have to be designed through this electronics only. Okay, and the software is dumped into for this electronics. That will be interfaced to your mechanical devices. Then only the construction of the complete equipment will happen. This is just a basic, I told you, robotic car. So such type of devices are introduced and it is manufactured in different robotics companies where this will have a different application. This is just for making that robotic car to move. Okay, that car also will be useful only. It is not that you are just designing and making it to move forward and backward. But that will be used for as a toy. Robotic car can be used as a toy for the children. That is also an application. No? You can only do that and you can do marketing for people. You can go to companies where you can use that as a byproduct and you can give to them. They can again design that in a modified way and you can sell that product. It will be patented from your side also. That's also important only, no? You can do that. Once you have talent, you can do any way you can promote. You can do the outsourcing for that. Promotion can be done. You can become an entrepreneur in your own product and you can do the promotion to the industries or small company only. It's okay. You need not go to TCS or you need not go to Infosys. You can go to a small company of robotics company and you can give your product to them. I have designed this car. You please consider, you see the demo of that.